Aloha! If you're new here, I'm Misty, and I showcase local restaurants on the island of Oahu. In this video, I will be showing you some of my favorite places to grab a plate lunch at a reasonable price. Whether you're a local on a budget or a tourist looking for a great, inexpensive local place to eat outside of Waikiki, these restaurants will give you tasty dishes and generous portions for the right price. The first stop will be at Kalihi BBQ Drive Inn, located on North School Street near Gulick Avenue near the Fast Stop. This little hole in the wall makes some of the best chicken katsu. With generous portions and a massive mini plate, you don't have to get the regular plate lunch, which will make your wallet happy. Now this is a mini. You can get a full plate lunch for a little bit more, but I think a mini will fill you up just as good. It is packed to the brim with chicken katsu. I think it's one of the better chicken katsus on the island. Pretty thick pieces, crispy outside. I think even without the sauce, the flavor is great, the seasoning's good, it's not dry, and when you dip it in the sauce, it's super delicious. I think the only difference between the regular is that you only get one scoop of rice with the mini, but that's fine with me. You still get the mac salad and tons of chicken katsu. So a bang for your buck for sure if you're in the Kalihi area. Second on the list is Ray's Cafe. Although famous for their prime rib and crab legs, there are other options on their daily specials that are affordable. Check out their daily specials with their prices on their Facebook page. Okay, so our next stop is Ray's Cafe. I've covered them before in my Kalihi video. They are famous for their prime rib, crab legs, and stuff like that. Oxtail stew is good there. But if you pay attention to their daily specials, you might find a bargain at least once a week. And usually it is their pork cutlet or chicken cutlet. Sometimes they have chopped steak and stuff like that. Today is the pork cutlet. So it's slathered in delicious cholesterol-laden gravy. I asked for a side salad, but they're really nice and they gave me some mac salad too, so that's great. So you can see what it looks like for those that love mac salads. I'm going to show you what the side salad looks like. I think if you do like vegetables and you don't mind a salad, it's much more filling if you're on a budget to feel full. So this is what it looks like. It's always fresh greens, nothing too fancy, a little shredded purple cabbage, and you don't really get to choose your dressing. Usually it's ranch, but it looks like it's Italian today. In this plate, you get 2 pieces of pork cutlet. They're quite thick pieces, so it's almost literally like 2 pork chops. Can't go wrong. And it's breaded and fried, and there's gravy poured over it. If you've never had it before, it pretty much just tastes like a breaded pork chop with a lot of brown gravy over it, which is great with the rice. Even though they're thick pieces, it's quite juicy and it's tender. It's not tough and overcooked. You get 2 scoops of rice with it. And with the mac salad that was extra, that's nice. I will say that I think that's a mistake though. If you ask for a tossed salad, you're not gonna get the mac. They were in a rush, they're always busy, and they were bombarded with phone orders, so I think they just put both by accident, but thank you. Let me try to get the second cutlet out of the bottom without making a mess, but look at how big this cutlet is. You get 2 of these. You definitely can't go wrong for $10. Next up is the Food Company, located in Enchanted Lakes in Kailua. They're voted the best plate lunch by AAA and serve up everything from local plate lunches to bentos and amazing desserts. All right, so this is the plate lunch from the Food Company. All these videos I'm doing, I've been there already and did a full video on each one usually, so I'll put all the links above in a card. They call them cards on YouTube on the top, or you can go to the description page and look for them there. So this is something different. The last time I got their hot ya chicken, and let's see how this tastes because it looks really good and crispy. It comes with a little bit of tartar sauce. I had 2 meals there the last video, and you can't go wrong here. Everything's good. The service is friendly, and you get a pretty decent amount for the price. And it's a full plate lunch. It's not a mini, and they're all the same price. So if you don't like fish, you can get chicken katsu curry. They have shoyu chicken, the hot ya chicken, which is like a mochiko chicken with some sriracha mayonnaise on there, and many more. So this is it. nice and crispy. Mahi mahi. Let's dip it in the sauce. Super crunchy, fried to perfection. The panko's not burnt, but just golden brown. Comes with a little bit of lemon and ginger as well. You can get a side salad or brown rice if you prefer, and it's flavorful, and everything I've gotten here so far is wonderful. Max and Lucy's is located in the heart of downtown Honolulu and serves the office worker crowd. Be sure to get here early as most dishes sell out. Owner Mike makes delicious, inexpensive plate lunches as well as delicious desserts. Their steak plate is the best tasting steak plate, and the price won't make you cry. So this is the Max and Lucy's plate lunch that I prefer. I really enjoy their steak plates. I think if you're craving a steak and you're on a budget, this is the place to go to. You get a lot of steak. You get it made your way. He asks you whether you want it medium rare, etc., or well done. I got mine medium. I always get it cooked to perfection. I did have to take a long drive to a park to film this, but when I went to the park, there was a Parks and Rec guy that was about to weed whack, so I had to leave, and I ate some of the food and had some mic issues, so we're gonna redo this, so that's why it looks empty, but I do have some shots of me showing it off while it was full. You get Max salad if you want. I prefer tossed salad, but if you're on a healthy binge, you can get a choice of tossed salad. He has 3 choices of dressings. That's ranch, French dressing, and Italian. And it's a pretty good, nice salad with some shredded purple cabbage, some shredded carrots, and a mix of romaine and iceberg and spinach. You get a pretty decent amount of steak, and what I like about it is if you're on the go and you want to hurry up and eat your lunch, he does give you a knife, but it's all cut up for you, so it's easy to eat, and you get the 2 scoops of rice, which is nice. The other nice thing is this is a place full of choices. You get a choice of brown rice or white rice, and if you do decide to get the Mac salad, it is spaghetti instead of macaroni, and it is tossed with some tuna, so you get a little bit more protein in there. The owner Mike, super nice guy. Go visit him. He does everything from cook to greet people and talk to them and put your plates together. They do have great desserts too, so if you're a sweet tooth, they have different daily specials of desserts and different cakes and cookies and brownies and such. And these are the cuts of meat. They're pretty huge. Like I said, I took a long drive and there was traffic for some reason. They were like doing some construction, so I was stuck there to get on the freeway, and it kind of cooked in the plate, because when you get the plate you can feel it's very hot, and the smells coming out of it is amazing. What I like about his steak is it's simply cooked. You can taste that rock salt seasoning on it. Sometimes you get a little crunch of either Hawaiian salt or some kind of rock salt, but it's so good, and it's got just a simple salt and pepper seasoning on it. Like I said in the introduction, he uses a salamander broiler, and if you don't know what those are those big industrial broilers that fancy steakhouses use to cook their steaks. So it's interesting that you're going to get a broiled steak under a salamander in a plate lunch form. Other places probably just fry it on a flat top and, you know, do that to do a plate lunch for their steaks, but these are like broiled, so it has a unique kind of taste. What I like about Max and Lucy's plate lunch steak is also they put the 2nd scoop of rice underneath the steak, and that's where it sops up all the steak juices, and it's so good. The rice is delicious and just full of all that steak flavor and juice. The reason I'm showing this is that this is the only place I know of that cooks their steaks well in a plate lunch form and offers it at a reasonable price with reasonable, generous portions. Garden Island Cafe is located in Waipahu. This hole in the wall serves up Chinese-style and local-style plate lunches. Even though you get your food in a plate lunch box, you'll still taste the authentic wok in their food. It's definitely cheap eats for the amount of food you receive. So this is the plate lunch from Garden Island Cafe in Waipahu. It's one of their daily specials. Every day they have a special. Their regular menu also has pretty reasonable deals, but this was oyster sauce chicken, and it comes with regular rice for only $9.25. I upped it a bit to $2 to upgrade to fried rice. I really like their fried rice and their chow fun. They have an amazing wok-hei flavor to me. So let's check it out. It looks like there's a lot of vegetables. This plate is just massive. I mean, it's just filled to the brim with chicken. It's probably like half a chicken. It's got vegetables like wonbok on there. It's in oyster sauce chicken, the same kind of oyster sauce chicken you would put on cake noodle. So all the juices are on the bottom here. So you could definitely sop that up with your rice. Let's take a taste of the vegetables first. Yeah, the veggies even have a lot of flavor. It's soaked in that sauce. Thick pieces of meat like that. You got drumsticks as well. Just all different types of pieces of the chicken here. But let's take a taste of this. This is like white meat. The chicken meat's tender, falls apart. It's flavored through and through with the sauce, so you're not going to get bland food here. Let's take a taste of the fried rice. It has some peas and carrots in there. It has really good flavor. Definitely get their fried rice if you don't have too much of a budget, because it, like I said, $2 extra, but it's worth it. Has a lot of wok-hei taste in there, which is that hot flamed wok that you can't get from a frying pan. It's seasoned really well. It's got some egg in there. It looks plain, but it's very flavorful. This is their mac salad. It's got some shredded carrot in there, and looks pretty nice. This one's one of the better mac salads I've had. It's very well seasoned. It's got a really nice onion flavor to it. It looks plain, but it's very flavorful. And the pasta's not overcooked, so really, really good mac salad. And that's coming from a person that doesn't really eat it often. So definitely come down and check out Garden Island Cafe if you're in the Waipahu area. I think it's a great place for a great meal. Generous, heaping portions of food for a right price. A lot of the things on their menu on their Chinese side range from $10.99 to $11.95 or something like that. You've got salt and pepper chicken wings in the Chinese style, beef broccoli, orange chicken, lemon chicken, stuff like that. And they also do local stuff like chicken katsu, kalbi ribs, and stuff like that. And that usually, the local items are a little bit cheaper than the Chinese items. But all in all, great food, seasoned well, and you get heaping portions at a great price. Right down the road in Waipahu is Scooper's Kitchen. Here you can get a mini plate that pretty much looks like the size of a regular plate lunch for less money. The menu changes every day, but every dish I've tasted here was amazing. If you're on the central side, check out their food truck that sells the same dishes in the Mililani Tech Park area. Okay, last stop, and one of my favorite places to get a good meal at a good price. This is the Friday special from Scooper's. Usually she has lau lau plates and Kailua pig on Fridays. This is Kailua pig with cabbage, but if you don't like veggies, she will take out the cabbage. They have a regular just Kailua pig. This is the one choice with lau lau plate. This is a pretty good deal for the price. You get a choice of mac salad or tossed salad. Tossed salad I really like from her place with her dressings, but I don't think salad really goes with Hawaiian food, so I put mac in here. You can get all salad or all rice. She's very accommodating with you if you don't like a certain thing, and she doesn't charge you extra for that. And so let's take a taste of it. It looks delicious. If you don't have a big appetite and you don't want a big meal like this, she has minis and micro minis as well, and a regular plate lunch without another choice. So I have these in my mind. Hopefully I get it correctly. The one choice plate of what her specials are for the day is $10. An amazing deal, and she fills up the plate. And then if you want a micro mini, that's just with rice, no side, no mac salad, no tossed salad. That's only $6. incredible. And if you're really on a budget, it will fill you up. If you want a regular mini, that's 1 scoop of rice and a side, which is the mac salad, and the main entree, it is $8. There was a sign that said next year it's going to rise $1. It's inevitable. Things are expensive, such as meat and supplies. So try to get down there as soon as you can. And but I still think it's a good deal, even though they're going to raise their price to $1. I will tell you the price of the 2-choice plate at the end of this, but this is the Kailua pig with cabbage. Good flavor, not too salty, has a nice smoke flavor to it. And look at this scoop of Kailua pig. She's so generous with it. If you're a big eater, you're definitely going to be satisfied. If you're not, like me, this will probably make 2 or 3 meals. Let's dig into this lau lau. It is pork. If you don't know, it's a Hawaiian dish, pork that's wrapped in luau leaves or taro leaves, which taste like spinach. And this one has tons of meat in it, and it's nice and juicy, tender meat. Perfectly salted. Such great flavor. Really good lau lau here. The meat's not dry, it's not tough, super tender, really good seasoning. Just the right amount of Hawaiian salt, and it's all good. Perfect for a Aloha Friday. I'm not sure where she gets her laulaus from or if she makes them herself, but this one has a lot of meat in it. One of the rare ones where you get plenty of meat, so it's a good deal. You're not, ripped off by having only like 2 pieces of meat in there. There's tons of chunks of meat, so definitely worth the money. This is the first time I've tasted her mac salad because I usually get tossed salad from her. But wow, this one's good too. And like I said, I don't really eat mac salad. It's not really my favorite, but I like it when it's cooked this way, just like Garden Island Cafe. It's got a little bit of oniony taste to it and a little bit, I don't know if she puts garlic powder in there, but there's more flavor than just the mayo base. You can see a little bits of pepper in there. It's quite simple. It looks quite plain. It's got no carrots or anything in there, but it's very, very flavorful mac salad. For real, it's good. And of course, you got to chase it all down with some rice, and she gives you rice, and it's perfectly cooked. If you're wondering where the other part of the rice is, the other scoop is under the Kailua pig, which is a great idea because it soaks up all that Kailua pig juice, and it makes the rice really ono and flavorful. And I've covered them before. They always give you a brownie, even in a mini. You get a dessert with it. So what an awesome place. Nobody ever gives you dessert, and these brownies are awesome. They're delicious, fudgy, and just moist and really yummy. If you love chocolate, you're gonna love her brownies. And the bonus with Friday's lau lau plates, you get haupia as well. So 2 desserts. Can't go wrong. Delicious coconutty goodness. And I also forgot, this plate also comes with a drink, so what a deal. One thing to note, since this is coming out during Christmas, I don't want you to go there for nothing. They did have a sign they're going to be closed December 22nd through January 7th. I guess they're going to go on vacation or take a break. So don't go there during that time because you're just going to waste your time. Definitely give them a call if you're wondering if they're open, but usually they're open Monday through Fridays. They're open super early at 9. I went at 9:30 and there was a long line. So super popular, definitely easy to get to. Just look for their big sign. It's in the industrial area of Waipahu. Can't go wrong. One of my favorite places. Definitely check out, every day she has different specials and it goes, rotates around every week. So it's the same things every week. I enjoy her shoyu chicken, and her baked chicken's wonderful as well if you go on those days. But anything you pick over there, you can't go wrong. She's a great cook, very nice lady. And if you pay with cash, it's going to be that price on the board flat. If you pay with credit card, she's going to have to charge you a fee, which is just taxes. So it's going to be the 4% tax. And that's about it. So that's a tip for you. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this compilation of cheap eats and places to go to. I can't cover everything. I have a whole bunch on my list. Maybe I can do a part 2. There's many other places I went to and enjoyed their food that are cheap. You just got to kind of look And they're out there. There's many places that give you a lot of food, and the quality of the food's great and tastes great, and the price is just right. And go support these places if you've never tried them before. You can't go wrong. And if you have been there before, continue going and supporting these places for doing us a favor by working really hard, cooking all this food, and still giving it to the people for a fair price. So I'll see you next week on another food adventure. And I hope you have a happy holidays. I will probably put out another video in the midweek, because I went to a restaurant in, I believe, May, and it's been sitting in my storage USB drive, and I haven't edited it since it's so old, but I'm going to put it out because I did film it but forgot to edit it. So I'll put that out on Wednesday as a bonus, and I'll see you on Friday again next week. And everybody take care, have a great weekend, and if you're new, consider subscribing and press the like button if you like this video. Peace out, have a great day.